ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Late Cast, episode 6. Is that Lance?
Yeah.
Oh, episode Stevenson.
Dance on
Lance will make you dance. All right. What are we talking about here? Start over.
Whoa, rerun.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Late Cast, episode 6. We're going to get into the most recent 2 games. First game against Dallas, second game against Portland, which we broke the streak of losing in Portland. An amazing feeling. But let's first talk about the Dallas game. We're going to get some more information, too. We're talking about the Tyson Chandler.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about
Luke Walton.
Yeah, Luke Walton. Is he in the hot seat or not? We'll get into some stuff. But let's start with Dallas. How did you feel watching that game?
It's like every other game that we've been playing. It seems like this year. It's
the
like,
pattern.
It's down to the wire. It's missed shots. It's turnovers.
Man.
It's a mess.
Played a really good game.
Yep.
Pretty much dominated. Up by 19 at one point, right?
Just flat out.
And then the late game just can't close out a game. That's the struggle right now.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think it is? Like, what do you think it is? Why can't they close out a game?
I just think LeBron hasn't found his rhythm yet. It's coming. I mean, we saw
You think
it in the Portland game. He really found his rhythm in the end of the fourth quarter. To be honest, I feel like, obviously I don't want to say he's out of shape or he's not playing to the right level.
But I'm about to say he's out of shape.
Because he's absolutely killing it. But there's just something about it in those last couple of minutes of these past games.
He doesn't seem the same, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't seem the
true.
same. But I have faith that,
you know what?
We didn't get old LeBron. We got prime LeBron, and he's going to be okay.
Okay. The Portland game, I felt he was more LeBron in that game.
Yes.
He seemed to have that more, it's winning time, like kind of that intensity towards the end. And he came through. He had a really tough shot, a little fadeaway on the left side, and then he had that. He had a drive with the dunk.
Yeah. Which
Jurkic just got out of the way because he remembers last season.
He got to run away.
With the Dallas though, I was watching it. That was just in my head. I was like, if they lose this game, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I literally was like, I'm not gonna go to work the next day. I'm just gonna be sad.
If they lost that game, I think a lot more people would be hitting the panic button.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah,
100%.
Oh yeah. And then too, like just at the end of the game, like first of all, we got bailed out. That foul was an absolute like gift.
Yeah, it was.
It made no sense. No one knows why he fouled.
Yeah, that was a really bad play. Shout out to whoever that was. Thank you.
I think it was Matthews.
Good job, Matthews. And then keep that up.
You know who I like though from Dallas is
Luka?
Yeah, Luka's nice.
He's nice,
dude.
huh?
And then when he hit that last shot at the end.
Do you see how happy he was playing against LeBron? Like that was like a genuine smile, dude. Like when he first met him.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to be serious either.
Yeah, just smiling. Like can't believe this guy's. And then there was like early on in the game, there was a 1-on-1. He had to guard him, and then he made it. And he just like smiled afterwards. I was like, stop being so happy that he just got scored on.
For sure.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see though. But yeah, Luka's pretty nice. I mean, I said that from the beginning though. I thought I don't know why everyone was like Luka's gonna be later in the draft. He was later, wasn't he?
I forget what pick he was, but he was for sure. I think top 5.
I just remember them saying he was like a slower guy. Yeah. That was their issue, but he's just crafty. And he's nice. Good.
I know the Mavericks traded up for him, but I can't remember what pick it was.
Yeah, and then I don't know. That was just a tough game. But Portland, oh my gosh, dude! I thought it was happening again.
Yeah,
I was like, no.
And it was a matter of how quick it was happening. I want to say we're about like 12.
Yeah, no, it started to. At one point, it was 20 plus in that game.
Exactly.
And then it was like 16, 11, and then all of a sudden it was like a 8-point game.
It was like, oh no.
And then it was a 6-point game, 4-point game, and I was like, nah, dude, this isn't happening. And Lillard was just like doing it, he's on fire, and like, dude, Lillard's such a great player.
Yeah, we got lucky because a lot of the possessions at the end, the ball was out of his hands for some weird reason.
Yeah, that's true.
He didn't have the ball a lot, I don't feel like.
And I thought like the Lakers looked at one point, they just looked like kind of hopeless.
Yeah,
have you seen that? Like,
they looked like they were chasing.
Yeah, there was like a shot of them on the sidelines, and like Rondo was being like the leader.
It was sad.
Which we should talk about that. I've noticed that LeBron is playing the leader role, but I feel like Rondo is really like LeBron doesn't seem to be talkative much
as far as
moments.
On court. As far as on court, I think Rondo's leading the charge.
Well, I think like even off the court, they were just sitting there, and Rondo's talking. LeBron's very. I don't know if he was getting focused, like getting ready to like take over.
I just think he's pissed.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Playing with these younger guys right now, making a lot of the mistakes they've been making, it's pretty difficult. I think he's a little frustrated.
Do you think he realizes though that it's not possible to win the way he did it in Cleveland, where it was just solely on his shoulders? So all of this, not quite taking over games, it's him like grooming the team to kind of be big in those moments.
Yeah, but they're not.
Well, they're not going to be right.
Yeah.
That was another thing to think about. Is these moments didn't happen last year. They just weren't in games.
Yeah.
So this is all new for them as well. They have to figure out how to really close it.
A big like eye-opening moment is when Kuzma got blocked by Taj Gibson against Minnesota.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is where we're at.
Yeah. Well, Kuzma came through with a nice block. It kind of the ball didn't bounce the right way, but there was a good block at the end. But I really think that's a part of it, though. I think LeBron's like realizing like this is where they have to learn how to close it out.
Yeah.
Because he could easily take the ball every single time.
Yeah, which I wish he would do sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he does that through the whole season, when it comes playoff time, when he's getting tired, he's gonna have to rely on these guys to come through.
It's tough right now.
That dunk from Ingram was a big moment for Ingram.
Oh yeah, but I wish he played that aggressive all the time.
That was dirty.
He needs to play like that all the time, like that same intensity that he had on the dunk. He needs to take that throughout all his games.
You know what I always think about when I give my like assessment of like the situation, when I'm like, LeBron's probably just like taking his time. Like he's probably like, if he would ever in like Earth listen to this, he'd probably be like, yeah, that's not what I'm doing.
He'd be like, yeah, what you just said,
all wrong.
Exact opposite. Exact opposite. He's like, Rondo, no one likes him.
Yeah,
I'm the leader.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, Rondo doesn't say anything. He was asking us what we're gonna eat after the game. No, I'm just kidding. But I just feel like we're probably completely off. But that's outsider point of view.
It's all right.
So if LeBron, if you are listening,
which we know you are,
just let me know if I'm right. That's all I want to know.
Yep.
Solidify my basketball IQ is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Solidify it.
Yeah, confirmation is what I need.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. But Portland was, I think, a good because I thought it was getting away, and then they kept surprising me. Josh Hart's play to keep the ball in bounds is a play of the year. No one's going to talk about it after that game, but that was super impressive.
Yeah, we're talking about like being an athlete.
Yeah,
that's it right there.
How did he do that? 1 foot sideways is I don't know how he even kept.
I thought he broke his ankle.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he convulsed so weird. I was just like, that dude's hurt.
Yeah,
there's no way.
There goes his knee.
Yeah, or his back or something, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. And then he somehow was able to dribble around. Yeah. Like he saved the game with that play.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But what are we gonna do though?
What do you mean?
Think about how close that game was.
I'm not that mad at that game.
You're not?
No, because that's a good team.
Yeah.
The Blazers are really good. Lillard, I knew that was going to happen. You got to think about it. When you're out of a game like 20 points and you're Lillard, you literally just get the green light and your back's against the wall, so there's nothing to lose. You're gonna go off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can throw up as many shots as you want. The coach ain't gonna get mad at you at this point.
But can we just finish a game where it's not like I have to be screaming at my TV?
That's impossible with the Lakers.
You think because we're so young that it's just something we're gonna?
No, I think even when we were like back in the day,
yeah,
there's no way I can watch a game because I get so emotionally invested in the game that I can't like just relax and watch it.
Yeah,
like it's almost like I have to prepare myself before the game start. It's always been like that.
Like a 15-minute pregame.
Yeah, and then after the game, I have to like wind
down. Yeah, like a 30-minute cool off.
Yeah, like what just happened?
Yeah, you gotta
let me wind down.
You gotta go outside.
Yeah,
get some air in. Yeah.
But I don't think it's. I think it's something like it's encouraging because they're in all these games, and I think it's something that's obviously it's gotten better.
Yeah.
Because you say like 3 games ago, would they have closed that game out last night?
No.
You know what I mean?
No, we would have probably lost that.
And then now you're getting a test with Toronto. You see how you match up against one of the top teams. They're playing really well. Kawhi's playing great.
Kawhi's killing it. That's gonna be a good matchup to see LeBron against Kawhi.
And then Kawhi maybe will be like, "Hey, I like this team. See you guys next year."
Did you hear what he said though? When he
doesn't like the Lakers.
He didn't like the Lakers.
Well, we don't like you.
Out.
All right. Now we like you if you want to come on.
But I get that. Shout out to Corey. Allen Iverson fan too, growing up.
Oh, really? So he's
Yeah.
a Sixers fan?
Yeah, he was like a true like
I loved
Allen
Iverson
Iverson
too.
fan. Like he had the shoes.
Oh, dude.
He always had the band, the wristband.
i3?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had all that. Do you remember like when this is embarrassing to admit on when people can watch it, but do you remember when he had the like bulldog emblem?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
as his logo, like on his shirts? I had like all those shirts.
Every single one.
Yeah. With like the bulldog, like little i3 right here.
Yeah, you can't blame yourself.
Iverson
though.
was just so like cool.
Yeah.
And he was so like just the way he dribbled, everything was just amazing. I loved Iverson. Dude.
It was different for sure.
Like it was when the Lakers beat Iverson, like I was like that was amazing. But then I really felt bad for Iverson because I was an Iverson fan.
And you knew like no matter how good he played,
it was just too much.
Yeah, it just wasn't gonna happen, especially that year.
But like Kobe said, we're like what do you say? We're all lucky he's not 6'5".
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Nah, that'd be amazing. So let's talk. So games pretty much uniform. Concern is just the closeout.
Yeah, the closing out. Everyone's talking about the defense, but I don't really think that's a big deal.
Well, you can't play defense anyway.
Yeah, that's why I don't think it's a big deal.
It doesn't matter.
And if you look, I think like we're like .03 in the differential scoring.
Yeah, well, the reason I'm saying you can't play defense is they call a foul on everything, even if you play good defense. Yeah. And second is like if you watch the scores of the games because of the way that's being officiated, it's like 130, 120, like everything's up there.
And it's like if we were getting blown out, I'd be like, we need defense. Yeah. We need to trade somebody, but it's like
I'd say
we've been in every game.
I'd say the only time like the defense is an issue to me is like when they need it, like when they need a big stop.
But I feel like that partially that is due to
is doo-doo? Oh my god!
All right, recover. All right. That's due to
There you go. That's what I was looking
the lack of inexperience.
The lack of inexperience.
Dude, the dude who threw me all off, dude. I'm trying to recover.
All right, I got
this. Okay.
All right.
It's because of inexperience.
Okay.
Not playing together as long as a team, like the team play.
Makes sense.
Because if you've seen a lot of it's like not switching, it's turnovers, it's like bad shots. It's like
there's a lot of times where they're looking at each other and they're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
like,
it's more mental mistakes.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's why I think LeBron's getting a little frustrated.
I get it.
Because it's like you just want to like turn and slap these guys sometimes.
Yeah, you're like, "Hey, dude, like seriously, what are you doing?" But I think overall, it's just you see in these games how talented they are, how good they can be.
Yep. And
it's honestly like I'm okay. I don't have the panic button. I don't have anything. I think once you get these games under your belt, this learning stuff in the beginning, I think if we go back to late cast history, I was the one who said it was going to be rough in the beginning. Yep. Did I say that?
We'll pull it up.
I said something like I think they're going to have a little bit of a rough patch in the beginning. It's just encouraging to see like this is the rough patch. Cool. We still won a couple of really good games. We've been in every game. Yeah. Like it's all good. But on to another I'd say good pickup, Tyson Chandler. Well, is that official? I know I've seen it. I've read it that he's going to sign with the
Lakers. I don't think it's like inked yet, but they said after his buyout he's going to get signed by the Lakers.
I think that's an awesome idea. I think we've had an issue with backup center. Yes. I think once they sub out McGee, there's been you can definitely tell.
Yeah.
So having another solid defender, solid center like Chandler, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah. I think because we've seen when they've gone small and then having Kuzma at center, it's just not working.
Yeah, he gets bullied.
So I think with Tyson Chandler being a really good backup center, McGee's going to be able to play more. Yeah. In the critical moments. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because I
don't think they're going to abandon that small ball though. No. Because Kuzma, they can get the disadvantage when they post up Kuzma, obviously on the defensive end, but Kuzma has a major advantage on the offensive end.
I would like to see LeBron guard the centers.
I feel like he wastes too much energy.
That's true.
You know who does really good on centers? Josh Hart.
No, yeah. I've seen it. Josh Hart's just a good defender in general.
Yeah, he's just a strong guy, and he's able to like become like annoying.
Yeah,
he knows how to hold his ground against a big guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind that.
And Kuzma's not necessarily like I said like getting bullied. He's not getting bullied. He plays good defense, and he just stays straight up in the air. But to a big guy, that's like, I mean, it's easy.
Well, if you think about it, he's had to try to stop LaMarcus Aldridge.
It's tough.
And then they brought in Zubac, who didn't play very well. And then he had a guard, the Joker. I can't. Don't know why I'm blanking on his name. Jokic, and he struggled with that. Portland, their centers, he's more like a hybrid than like
Jokic
a true center.
good, dude.
But he's not like a true center.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
But he's a
little
player.
More finesse.
But I feel like they didn't actually put Kuzma on him.
No, they didn't.
But like Tyson Chandler can do the same things McGee can: the lob, the rim protector, good rebounder. Tyson Chandler's actually a really good rebounder, so that's good because we've been kind of struggling with the rebounds. But I just think that was my one thing I said was, would Mo Wagner come in? And would he be that backup that we need? Yeah. I thought that was like our biggest need was a backup center.
I feel like our rookies kind of got to step it up.
You think so?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I guess.
There's some games where you need someone that no one really expects to come in and kill it.
Yeah, that's true.
And we're not getting that.
What's up with Beasley?
I don't know.
He's just not.
You know, I seen an article and they're like, Lakers already regretting signing Beasley, and I was just like, who else are you gonna get?
Like, why? What did they? There's nothing's happening.
I think he wasn't there for the Portland game because I think he said like a family member was in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
But I was just like, well, how can you regret him? First of all, we're only 8 games in.
Yeah, and he hasn't really played.
And who are you really else gonna get?
That's true.
Who else is there?
I guess just save money. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Just it's a veteran deal. Just whatever, 1 year deal.
Yeah.
What else I wanted to bring up was Luke Walton, I think I believe it was a Dallas game, had 25 different lineups in one game.
Really?
25.
So you think there's a lot of like just still experimenting, like figuring out what's best?
Yes.
What works best?
But I think that's hurting us because we're not getting in a rhythm.
So you know what I noticed a lot in the Blazers game? He had a lineup that I think it was like Rondo, Stevenson. It was like the backups.
Yeah. And
they're the ones who really put the foot on the gas and like created a gap.
Yep.
Then he went back to the starters and they blew it. Mm-hmm. So like the thought process is like, all right, now the starters are in. This is where you guys close out the game, right? Do you think those moments he's doing that because that's how it should be, or would you ride out those guys a little bit longer that are like kind of creating the gap for you and just keep them in?
I think if you're gonna have 25 lineups, you might as well just ride out with the guys that are killing it because you've already made it a point that I don't really know who's like what lineup's working. So if you have a lineup that's working, I feel like he should just ride it out a little bit longer. Yeah, especially Lance too.
Yeah, Lance is just like he just creates such a spark, but I feel like he doesn't play enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he starts to go, you got to keep letting him go. Yeah, and it keeps him happier too.
That's true.
Because you can tell he gets frustrated when he has to go sit down.
So I mean, all that being said, experimenting with all lineups, like we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, we're doing well. We're only 3-5, and it's not like we have a better record than the Rockets right now.
That's true.
And going into Lake Cast history, we said we were gonna be better than the Rockets. That's. I don't know for how much longer we're gonna have a better record than they do, but we do.
And we had some solid wins. Like beat Denver. Denver's a solid team. Yeah. Portland. You were in it. One play away from Spurs each game.
Yeah, each game. So, I think tonight, if there was a game that meant a lot, it's tonight.
You think so? I think last night was
because it's in. I know it's like a Western Conference game.
Yeah, it was a road win too. Yeah, first road win.
But I just think I feel like tonight either we're gonna be in it or we're gonna get blown out.
Well, it's a measure of it's one of the top teams.
Exactly. And going
potentially if you do really well and you get to the Western Conference Finals, you get to the championship. This is a team you could play. Yeah. So it's something. I think obviously you're.
All right, we're good.
So back to what you were saying. The Toronto game is going to be a big game.
The Toronto game tonight is going to be a big game.
Yeah, because
big challenge, big game.
Potential.
Kawhi Leonard coming into town.
If your prediction's correct,
yes,
it's a potential matchup in the championship series.
Yes, it
Lakers
is.
and Raptors.
Lakers and Raptors. First time ever.
First time ever. Is that another prediction? Are you making it right now?
I can't make that one.
You're not doing it? All right.
Not anymore.
Our other thing is Luke Walton in the hot seat right now? That's what I've been seeing on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's pretty silly, the whole thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Usually I like everything Woj reports.
Yeah.
But I thought this one was kind of necessary. Luke Walton is a basketball coach for the Lakers.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson's the president.
Yeah.
It's his job to yell at Luke. Like,
That's
it's
true.
literally his job to get on him when we're not playing good.
That's true.
So this is normal.
Well, talking about all those lineup changes and everything, it's obvious that Luke is still experimenting and figuring out what's going to work. I think it's too early to say. Yeah, honestly, I think you have to give him a year with the lineup.
Yeah.
In order for you to, maybe next year you can have that talk in the offseason. If it just goes horrible the entire year,
yep.
Then we can maybe talk about it.
I feel like the way the Lakers have been making moves, if they didn't like Luke, he'd be gone.
That's true.
I think they would do it quick.
100%.
They wouldn't question it. They wouldn't give him more time. They'd get rid of him.
Yeah, and I don't think the problems that have been happening are a lack of a good coach.
No,
because he's a great coach.
It's all on the players why we've lost these games.
Yeah, there's moments too.
Like 80-20.
Matchups maybe could be better or something like, but that's honestly, I don't ever see that. I don't ever in my head think, why is he doing that? No. Why isn't he putting what's his name back in? The only one I think is Lance sometimes. Yeah. Like, I feel like sometimes he subs him out when there's he's on a good streak, but to sub out Lance to get your starter back in, that's what he's there for. Yeah. He's there to give you a good spark and then put your starter back in. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's dumb. And we ride with Luke Walton, for real.
Always.
For real.
It's kind of broken.
So, thanks for watching, listening.
Yep.
Viewing. Is that the right word?
Viewing.
Thanks for viewing.
Viewing and listening.
Subscribe. Question
of the day. How do you feel about Tyson Chandler joining the Lakers? Will he be a good fit or not?
It's a good question.
It's a great question.
We think yes. Both of us think awesome. But we want to know how you feel. So tell us.